Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you how to color mix Vintaj patinas for an ombre effect. So this is actually a really fun technique. So if you've worked with patinas before, you know that they are really versatile, but now we're going to take it a little step further, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the Cobalt patina and we're going to gradually mix it with the marble patina to sort of create this beautiful graduated ombre effect. And then once we're done with that, we're actually going to seal it with the glaze. So if you have all of your stuff, we are going to get ready. So I have a little piece of filigree here. I have my earring hook, and you can actually see in my example here that we're going to add a little patina to just carry on that theme all the way through. I have a paintbrush. I have some paper towels. And then I also have just a little sheet of paper that I'm going to put the patina on, and I'm using a white paper so that you really can see the way we're going to graduate those colors. I have a couple toothpicks, so we are going to go ahead and get started. And the great thing about this is this actually works for many different things, many different colors, I should say. So I have a few over here, so you can do a turquoise, a ruby. I also brought out the onyx, the black color here, because if you wanted to go darker with your colors, you can do that as well. But we're going to be using the marble to kind of lighten it up. So really works well with a lot of those striking colors. So I just wanted to show you a few of the ones that we pulled out. We do have many, many more at beadaholique.com, but let's go ahead and get started with our patina. So what we're going to do first is we are going to actually start at the bottom. So you always want to start with whatever your lightest color is going to be. That way we don't have to kind of wash the paintbrush in between, and that way it'll kind of keep it nice and graduated as we move up towards the top. All right, so I'm going to start with just the marble on the bottom. So just shake it up. It's very similar to like a nail polish. And now I'm just going to put a couple drops, and I know it's white on white, but it's just a couple of drops onto my paper. And now what I'm going to do is just sort of place it onto my paper towel there. Dab just a little bit onto my paintbrush. And then I'm just going to kind of, again, just dab it onto the bottom portion of my little filigree piece. Now the patina dries very quickly, so we're just going to dab, 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 dab. And then we're just going to take our paper towel and just kind of wipe the excess away because we want that silver to really shine through there. All right, so I'm just going to actually do just a little bit more. I'm going to kind of go over little spots, just making sure it gets in all the little crevices there. And just wipe that off. All right, so that is our little white at the bottom, and you can actually see that it almost looks a little bit blue, and I think that's because of the antiqued silver filigree that we're using for this. All right, so now we just want to graduate it just a little bit, so I'm going to add another couple of drops to where my white was there, and we're going to add a very small drop of our Cobalt. I'm trying to just get a little bit. I don't want to squeeze it too hard. Actually, I'm going to squeeze it over here. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a toothpick and kind of get it in there and just mix it up. Just so that you can control that color. All right, I'm going to get a little bit more of that blue over here. Just a little bit. All right, that's a really beautiful color there. All right. Now I do recommend if you are making a pair of earrings like you're seeing here, to go ahead and do both filigree pieces at the same time. That way you know you'll be getting the same color blue all the way across. I just sort of did one ahead of time just to know that this could work, and I really liked the design. So, but I do recommend going ahead and doing both at the same time. All right, so I'm going to do 4 colors here, so I'm not going to go up too high, but you do kind of want to blend just a little bit. So you can just see that with my paintbrush, I'm just bringing it up to the top just a little bit. And then again, we're just going to take and we're going to wipe that. Now make sure that you're wiping to the side. You don't want to wipe down now because we have that white at the bottom. So you don't really want to mix that a little too much. There we go. All right, so you can see that we have our beautiful light blue color now. All right, so let's go ahead and add a little bit more blue, and I think I'm going to need a little bit more white on my table. So let's go ahead and kind of color mix again. A little bit of white. Now this one will almost be half and half. There we go. I'm just going to use the same toothpick. There we go. And just kind of mixing it together. It's pretty dark there. There we go. All right. So now let's get this color working for us here. And again, we're just going to kind of go through and just dab that center portion there. And like I said, you can do this with any color. You can also, let's say I wanted to still do the blue, I could do the white mixing at the bottom and then do a black mixing at the top if I wanted to make it just a little bit darker. And now I'm carrying down that blue just a little bit towards the bottom. And again, let's go ahead and kind of wipe that off to the side there. And actually, I'm going to try to get a little bit darker blue happening here, just a little bit. You can see how it's actually already drying. So I'm just kind of mixing that in a little bit. There we go, just to make it a little bit darker for me. There we go. All right, so we're starting to look pretty good here. Just gonna kind of test it with my other one. Looking good, looking good. All right, so now the last stage here is we are gonna do all blue. We're just gonna do straight blue. Now again, you can still sort of mix all the way up to the top, but I want to really get that nice dark rich blue. All right, let's get that going. And now I can hold it here at the bottom at the white piece there because my patina has dried. Like I said, it does dry fairly quickly, which is really nice actually. You can work with it pretty quickly. All right, making sure to get it into all those little pieces there. There we go, all the way up to the top. I'm actually going to bring in a fresh paper towel. Getting a little dark here now. There we go, just a little bit more I think, just on the edges. Now you don't have to wipe off as much as I am doing. You can leave it a little bit more saturated. It's entirely up to you. And that's sort of the great thing about working with the patinas. It's really individualized. All right, so I am happy with that one. It pretty closely matches my other one here that I've got going on. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna take my little earring finding here. I'm gonna use that same dark blue and we're gonna do that same little technique. Now this, you don't really need too much. We're just gonna kind of get it into all the little crevices there. There we go. And just wipe that off. There we go. And that way when we attach it a little bit later, it will be all nice and made to match. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, and I was saying that the patina does dry very quickly, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to wait at least about 10 minutes before applying the gloss, just to really make sure that all of that is sealed in because I don't want any bleed happening with my colors. So I'm gonna wait about 10 to 15 minutes, I'd say, and then come back and show you guys how to apply the gloss and then how to attach your earring hook, and then you are all set to go. All right, so I will be right back in 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so I've let my pieces sit for about 15 minutes or so now. And what I noticed was when I tried to do, I did the little gloss on my earring piece here, and it was still a little bit wet. So this is actually a good opportunity for me to tell you, try to test it on, if you don't have a smaller piece of filigree, test it on a little corner, just make sure that none of that color comes off. So, but now it's ready. I let it sit for just a few extra minutes there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little more gloss onto my table. And now, again, we're gonna start at the white and go towards the darkest color, because just in case there is a little bit of bleed, we just wanna make sure that that's not going to affect our beautiful ombre. All right, So you need just a very little amount of the gloss on your paintbrush. And now we're just going to sweep it going up the filigree piece. And it's just going to kind of add a nice little gloss to it. There we go. And just kind of working our way up, going back and forth here. Now you don't have to do this step. You don't have to add the gloss. I like to. I think it just adds a little bit more shine to it. And what I don't have on my table, which I actually should, I'm so sorry, I have a gloss that is actually a matte finish as well. So you can actually do this sort of glazing and get a lovely matte finish. All right. There we go. So now we are nice and glazed and ready to go, and that'll just need another minute or two to dry. So let that dry for just a second, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to attach that earring hook for you. So now I'm just going to take my chain nose pliers and my earring hook here, and I'm just going to open the loop that's on the back there just by giving it a gentle twist. I'm going to slip on my filigree piece and just go ahead and close that loop up. And just adjust it. There we go. With my pliers. And we now have our earring finished. I got a little twisted in the back there. There we go. All right, so a nice little filigree piece, and our pair of earrings is finished. So that is how to color mix Vintaj patinas to create that ombre effect. You can use this again with the marble, or if you want to make it darker, use the onyx. We used our Vintaj glaze today, and we used the Cobalt patina, but feel free to choose your favorite color of the bold collection from Vintaj. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can get even more videos and see even more tutorials by heading over to Beadaholique.com.